Hey, good morning. This is Auntie Fee about them facts. So listen, I have a lady here who is being evicted out of Blueberry Hill apartment. Ain't that a song? Okay, but she said her and her daughter's car was shot up. And when she reported it, 3 days later, they being evicted. How is that? Why is that? Well, let's see. She said she heard pow, 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 pow. Her car was hit, and her daughter's car was too. That now, if don't nothing sound intentional, that sounds intentional. Somebody know you. Or somebody know your daughter. Or somebody know somebody in your family. That's just how I see it. Oh, they shooting like that? Oh yeah. Oh yes, ma'am. Oh yes, ma'am. They sending a message. Okay, so here we go. Here's why you're being evicted. There were multiple reports of gunfire at your residence at different times. Different times, so this ain't the first time. That day. Oh my. There was damage to the neighboring units from bullets. Oh, well, yeah, that had to get you put out. And then it says, also, unauthorized individuals living in a unit. This is a direct violation of your signed lease. Ma'am, didn't you say your daughter car got shot up too? Your daughter name not on the lease? Oh, ma'am. And you brought that to the news? And you know that you violated your lease? Says lease of violations and a failure to follow rules and regulations. This part right here is 95% of the problem. People don't like to follow rules and regulations. They think that they can do whatever they want to, whenever they want to. And then blame everybody else when they get in trouble for not following rules and regulations. If you don't own it, ma'am, whoever, all of us, anybody, if we don't own it, we got to follow rules and regulations. Bottom line. In life, period. In laws, period. We got to follow them. And let me go back here. And then they said that you had 2 days to correct this violation or your lease will be terminated. So they gave you 2 days to tell your daughter, find a place for your daughter to go. And you refused to do that. And what's your defense? Okay. Miss Dorothy. Now, I know that you probably are a real sweet lady. I know you are. But you're wrong. You're wrong. Yeah, you're wrong.
In the spotlight after a woman says she was evicted even though she was the crime victim. She is fighting. Specializes in real estate law. He says tenants should always refer to their lease for an understanding of what.
Well, her lease says she got to go.
You have to be fair to everybody. If you got a multi-unit building, you know, you don't want to put tenant A in danger because of tenant Z, who's 13 doors away. Every dangerous activity can affect, you know, other innocent people.
But he says everything still has to be proven.
But you do get a court date. And,
well, there's nothing to prove. She told you that her daughter lived there and she ain't on lease. That's enough.
Some kind of counseling conference with the folks at the main office.
Dorothy says the apartments haven't kept up to their end of the lease. She says there's been other gunfire here and cars have been vandalized at this complex.
I mean, you offered me no type of security when I, you know, living here. Even when I told you about my...
Miss Dorothy, sweet precious, stop that. Stop that. Don't do that. Yes, your car got shot up and your daughters did too. But you're being evicted. Your direct violation is that you have unauthorized tenants living in your unit. Don't deviate from that. Yes. You got away with it until it became a problem. Come on now. Come on now. Come on. If it was just the shootings and of the car, it would have been one thing. But you got people living in your units. In your unit, I'm sorry. Who's not on the lease. Point blank, period. So all this other stuff that you finna try to dig up, that's not going to stand up in the court of law. Why do we do that? Own your dirt. She's not on the lease. Period. And somebody shot up your car and her car on more than one occasion that day. So something going on. Where her baby daddy? Do you have any sons and other kids? Come on now. We ain't gonna play dumb like that. We ain't gonna do that. You didn't put your daughter out in those 3 days. Come on, people. We gotta stop that. We gotta stop that. You gotta own your dirt. Take ownership. You was wrong. It's not their fault that somebody shot up your car and your daughter's car. But it's your fault that you have tenants living in their apartment and they're not on the lease. That part.